Why are some females so aggressive? Most research on aggression focuses on males, but scientists are also trying to understand how aggression works in females. In lemurs, social structures vary by species. Some are female-dominant with high levels of female aggression, while others are egalitarian, where males and females share power and aggression levels are lower overall. So what could explain these social differences? A team at the Duke University Lemur Center looked into the brain biology behind these behaviors. They focused on two brain chemicals, oxytocin and vasopressin, and studied how their receptors are distributed in the brains of different lemur species. The goal was to see if these patterns are linked to whether the species is female-dominant or egalitarian. They found that aggression is controlled by areas in the limbic system, especially the amygdala, which processes emotional reactions. One part of the amygdala, the central amygdala, is key because it helps send signals to the rest of the brain to influence behavior. Here, chemicals like oxytocin and vasopressin play important roles in shaping responses, including aggression. The team looked at how many oxytocin and vasopressin receptors were in the brains of different lemur species. They discovered that egalitarian species had significantly more oxytocin receptors in the central amygdala than female-dominant species. This suggests a link between oxytocin activity in the brain and social structure. So how does this compare to rodents? In male rodents, oxytocin in the central amygdala tends to reduce aggression. Based on this, the researchers suggest that higher oxytocin receptor levels in the central amygdala of egalitarian lemurs might help reduce aggressive behavior. But in female rodents, oxytocin can actually increase aggression. This matches with the idea that female-dominant lemurs may be exposed to prenatal androgens, which are male hormones that can shape both physical features and behavior in a more masculine direction. So what does this mean overall? Lemur species with more oxytocin receptors in key emotion processing areas may be more likely to have balanced, peaceful, and social relationships. In contrast, species with less oxytocin activity, especially in females, may show more dominance and aggression. These brain differences help us understand how female dominance may have evolved in some primate species, or disappeared in others. It shows how brain chemistry, social behavior, and group structure are all connected.
Created using Powtoon.